The mysterious, the macabre, the out of this world. The following are real people. They have real stories, and they've had real encounters. Here tonight on Newsworthy, 2 words and 2 question marks.
He's alive! Have you checked the children? Get out!
Hey guys, welcome back to MacArthur, Ohio, to the Hocking Hills Bigfoot Festival. And today we have Miss Vic that has a conversation that she wants to talk about with Mr. Bigfoot. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you very much. Yeah, we had a cabin down in Logan, Ohio. It was private campground, Lost Hollow. And we have like grandkids and stuff come down. So we had, toys and a sandbox. So me and my daughter was out there working on a playhouse we was building for the kids one day. And grandson came down that day and was playing in the sandbox, helping us, basically tearing our tools all up and running around with them. And we didn't shut it that night. So we, went and had a campfire, went to bed, and got up the next morning, and we was out there working, and I looked down and I'm like, my daughter's name's Kathy. I said, Kathy, look at these footprints. And the toes was more squared off, and they was probably about 3 inches bigger than what my grandson's would have been. So she's like, no, those is Remy's. And I was like, no, those aren't Remy's. Look at the toes. The toes they're too big and the toes are squared.
Yeah.
And I said, something's been in here last night. So we covered it back up. Guy down there, Rich, he was into Bigfoot, been into it for years, and he's been on podcasts and stuff. So we called him up, and he done some casting of them.
Ooh, wow.
And took him to some people that he knows and been dealing with and everything. And he had him for almost 2 years, traveling around with him and showing people, and they've been checked out and everything. And what they was youth.
Really?
Yeah, there was some youth Bigfoot footprints in there.
Oh, wow.
And we got them at the house and still have them and everything.
So have you ever felt like threatened? Have you ever had a issue where maybe you were being watched or you were...
We've heard some howls and hollers and some wood knocks down there, being there out there late at night. And one of our sheds has got a tin roof, and it was like in the middle. It's if you get in one area, it's probably a good 10 feet, 12 feet high. And got up one morning, and you could see from the top of my daughter's campsite areas up on a little hill. And there was a handprint from the dew and stuff on top of that hill. And it was double ours. It was big.
We had a lady yesterday share some handprints that were all over her Jeep and all over her house where they was pushing against the house trying to look in.
Yeah, my daughter and daughter-in-law lived down there for a couple years. And they took in the wintertime, they would put plastic around the decking so they could go out there and enjoy. They'd have a patio heater out there and stuff. Well, one time they're smokers, so they was out there late at night probably about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and they heard something. And we get coyotes and everything down there and all the other animals. And they looked over and they saw this big hand go across the plastic and stuff.
Ugh.
And another time they was down there at night, and it was probably about the same time, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and they've got like a over their camper, they've got like the over the roof and stuff over it.
Right.
And the poles is like the 6x6 poles to hold that up and stuff. And they heard something out there, and they had a couple dogs in there and a cat. And the dogs, they heard something come by, and then all of a sudden something hit one of those poles and shook that whole thing. The dogs took off, went in a corner, didn't bark. And the cats even took off and hid underneath everything. It took them over a half hour or something to get those dogs back out, and they was still shaking.
Miss Vic, I don't want to take up any more of your time today at the festival, but thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you very much.
And Jerry, if you can't see the light,
Be the light.